So guys, we're back with another video. This one is going to be a very authentic video. Me just basically ranting about something that's like affected my life for a very, very long amount of time. It's really easy for me to quit vices, for me to quit substances. And I like to live a life where I'm not tied to anything, where I'm not reliant on anything. If I want to be happy, I just run and I be happy. I go for a run, I be happy. I work out and I be happy. I make videos and I be happy. That's how I want to live my life. And then I have like ups and downs where I'm living that life and then sometimes I'm not. And then recently, ever since I moved to Arizona, which was like 3 months ago or something like that, I was smoking a lot of nicotine, vaping in particular. And the reason why I hate vaping so much, and I truly do hate it, I disdained it. And when I was vaping, I hated vaping. The reason why I hate it is because I think it's just weakness. Weakness disgusts me. Like, I literally get disgusted by weakness, and that's just coming from the core, right? And when I was hitting this fucking banana cake flavored bullshit, it just, every time I hit it, I was just like, bro, you're fucking weak. And I think that may be a slightly toxic way to quit an addiction, but a good way is just self-deprecation, just calling yourself out on your bullshit, because what that's going to do is it's going to create an automatic feedback system where every time you do that dopamine inducing activity, it cancels out because your mind is just so fucking negative once you do that. We came to a certain point where the dopamine I got from nicotine versus my self-beliefs, it canceled out, and eventually was my negativity surrounding this activity was higher than the dopamine I got from this activity, if you get what I mean. So every time I'd vape, I would just be like, you're fucking weak. Like, you are it would be worse than weak, but I'm just using PG-13 terms. But you get what I'm saying? You're a P, you're an F from this. And it's like, oh, but mental health, that's negative mental health. Because I did that, because I used my rage and anger at myself, I was able to quit. So it's all about perspective. You could say, oh, mental health, yada yada yada, that's negative, but at the same time, it's like, if I didn't do that, I'd still be there. That's what I talk about in my video, the self-love agenda, is that if you truly loved yourself, you would do things that are hard in order to enhance who you are. And when I was looking at who I really wanted to become, my higher self, we talk a lot about that concept, the highest version of you. Who is your highest self? I was like, my higher self, he doesn't fucking vape. He doesn't vape. He doesn't do that. And that's what I realized. I was like, this habit right here is making you weak. I mean, you have to think about your habits, right? And you got to think, like, what if that one habit is the reason why you aren't making 10K a month? That maybe it's just that habit, Maybe it's just that habit added on to this habit. And then boom, your work output 10x's, boom, you're making 10K. Like, what if it's just that? That's what you really have to think with your habits, because your habits create your entire reality, your life. That's what I really thought about with vaping. I was like, what if it's just this one habit that makes me not have this many subscribers? Whether that's real, fake, true, not true, it doesn't matter. It's a great mind exercise, because it's telling you that this could be holding you back to accomplishing your goals faster, to reaching better and greater heights. But instead, you don't you don't do it because you're a, you know, I want to say the word, but I don't want to say the word. You're a. I was often arguing back and forth with myself, and I was like, you know what? Should I just quit cold turkey, right? Or should I, weed myself off, basically, weed myself off, like take a couple hits here, take a couple hits there. I tried that, didn't work. I've realized about myself, you may be this type of person too. If you watch this type of content, 9 times out of 10, you're this type of person. I'm a very polarizing individual. So I either go 100% with something or I don't do it at all. So for me, the best advocate was just going cold turkey, was just quitting it 100%. And then I asked myself, I'm like, why would I even do the wean myself off thing? And then I came to the conclusion that it's fear of suffering, which is another reason, which is weakness. So yesterday was hard, but now I feel like 10x better. I feel like way better. And I feel like I have more focus. I feel like I have less anxiety. I think I have more drive to do certain things, to accomplish things. Like I just hit a workout, and I just hit a workout with cardio. Now I'm making this video happen. And this is something that happens with weed too. It can heighten your dopamine levels so high where you don't feel like doing other things. Other things seem like not that fun to you. So I was on a hike the other day, and I was wondering, like, why haven't I done this before? Because I used to go out in nature hella and all this stuff, and I'm thinking, like, could it just be the dopamine? Could it just be? And I don't know. That's the thing, you never know. But the simple fact that you will have some sort of insight on, like, damn, if I just quit this habit, if I just let go of this and I just stick with the suffering of not having a little nicotine, not having a little stimulus buzz, not having a little alcohol here and there, not having a little weed, all these things, like, could my life be 100x, 10x, or even 2 times better? Even 2 times better is so significant that it's like you gotta give it up. You have to give it up. It comes to the point of, do you care about yourself? Do you love yourself enough to give it up? Or are you just trapped into, oh, I love myself, but really you're just accepting your bad, shitty habits that aren't even you? That is not your higher self. That is not who you truly are. Who you truly are does not fucking vape. Vape. But even when I say it, it just sounds so, I want to say the G word, but I'm not going to say it. Even when I say it, it just sounds so lame, bro. Like vaping. At this point, I'm kind of just ranting, but accept the suffering. That's what I'll end off the video on. Accept the suffering, because on the other door of suffering, that is who you truly are. There's a amazing quote that I always remind myself, and it's the treasure, it's always a quote that I remind myself and I forget the quote. No, the treasure you seek, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Like the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. That's it for today.